So you guys heard me talk about the 3 ways I look at in terms of building generational wealth, right? It's real estate, life insurance, investments. Well, I'm going to talk about life insurance. So important, guys, because I've seen it so many times where people don't have life insurance, and if they do have life insurance, they only have enough to bury their loved ones, right? And I'm going to go deeper with this because I've seen it firsthand where someone has passed away and that person had, say, $2 million in life insurance for their wife or for their brother or their mom and dad. Guess what they did with that $2 million? They built a freaking empire, and I'm serious. What I mean by that is they went out and they bought real estate. They went out and they created jobs. They opened up businesses. It's so important because here's the deal. That money is tax-free. Did you know that? Life insurance is tax-free. You get a check in the mail for $2 million. Now, what are you going to do with it? And that's the problem that I run into. So many people are not educated in terms of getting that money. So, give you an example. I had a good friend. His mom passed away, right? And she left him $150,000. At this time, he was 26 years old. Guess how long did it take before that $150,000 was gone? 1 year. Gone. Didn't buy any real estate. He went out and bought 2 new cars. He gave half of his money away to his friends and his family. And to this day, he's not a homeowner. Those 2 cars, they're gone. He drives 1 car that's a 10-year-old car. So for me, when you're building generational wealth, life insurance is huge. It's huge. I'll give you another example. And this is so important. Let's reverse. I had a friend who actually received $1 million. His net worth right now is $20 million. Yes, $20 million. And what I'm getting at is when he received that $1 million, he invested in a lot of stock. You remember Amazon when it first came out. You remember Google when it first came out. You remember properties in Colorado 20 years ago. You could get a home for $150,000. Well, guess what he did? He bought like maybe 5 or 6 homes. And then what he did was he pulled money out of those homes and bought 4 or 5 more homes. And then he bought commercial buildings. And then he opened up, and this is the part that blew me away because I told him not to do it. He opened up a car wash. And that car wash is killing it now. And we talk every day. We bounce stuff off of each other. And guess what he did? He learned all of that from talking to people who were smarter than him, who were more educated than him. But most importantly, he surrounded himself with people who wanted more out of life. And he took that $1 million and made it 20 times more than what he initially received at. And then let's reverse that back to the people who do receive money and they don't know what to do with it. And I'm not here to beat up on people because they got money and they didn't know what to do with it. What I'm trying to do is explain to you guys, when you take out life insurance, be smart with it. If you have a $100,000 life insurance policy on your son and forbid something happens to him, you pay for his funeral. 10, 15, 20,000. Now you got 80,000. What are you going to do? So I'm going to break it down to you guys. Have you ever heard of the Rockefeller waterfall method? Well, it was an incredible method that the Rockefellers put in place. And if you remember through your history, you have the Rockefellers and you have the Vanderbilts, were probably the 2 richest families in the early 1800s to actually the early to mid 1900s. Rockefellers, Vanderbilts. Rockefellers were known for basically oil. Vanderbilts were known for railroads, and those were the 2 most influential families in the early to mid 1900s. They killed it. They were the richest families in the U.S. The problem is the Vanderbilts blew most, if not all, of their money by the 4th generation. The Rockefellers, to this day, is still one of the most richest families in the U.S. And you know why? It's because they did something that just blew me away. What they did was they said, this is what we're going to do to continue our wealth for generations to come. We're going to create a Rockefeller waterfall method. And what they're basically saying is, every individual within our house, we're going to go ahead and take out a large life insurance policy on every individual. And when that individual passes away, that life insurance money is going to go into a cash vault. And what they're going to do with that money is they're going to allow the next generation to borrow against that money, right? They're going to borrow against it. But guess what? When they pass away, they're going to take their life insurance policy and put it in that cash vault. Because now at this point, they never ever lose the money that's appreciating over a period of time because they're replenishing it with their life insurance policies. Whereas the Vanderbilts, they didn't do that. They basically blew all their money. And what I'm trying to get to you guys is to understand that when you deal with life insurance, it allows you to build wealth. It allows you to build wealth. That's why they're still going, and to this day, they're still one of the most richest families in the world. And they had a trust, and that trust protects that money that they've built over the years. So I'm going to continue to harp on this, and you know I'm coming back with number 3, guys. Mutual funds and stocks. That's number 3. Thank you.